What's good, gang? It's your KING back with a brand spanking new reaction video. Today I have for you, via Death Battle, we have Megaman Battle Royale. Yeah, we're gonna jump into this. You know what I mean? It's almost 30-minute video. I know they're gonna give us the breakdowns of each version of Mega Man before they jump into the field and start scrapping like goddamn wild dogs. But I appreciate you all for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and definitely leave a thumbs up. And with that being said, let's dive on in.
Today, we've got access to all sorts of personalized data, and 23andMe can help you learn about yourself with the most trustworthy source around, your own DNA.
With more than 125 genetic reports, 23andMe can give you insight about your health, physical traits, and more.
Feel like you can never quite get enough sleep? You might not be imagining things. It could be your genes.
Buy your own health and ancestry service kit today at 23andme.com/deathbattle.
That's the number 23andme.com/deathbattle.
Let's go.
Mega Man may be an icon by himself, but others have carried on his legacy, creating real immortality.
Immortality? Not on this show. Time to find out which Mega Man is the most mega of the men.
While there are many versions of the character to choose from, not that one, this battle will feature the five most prominent. The classic
I've never seen that
Mega
version
Man.
of Mega Man.
Mega Man X.
Volnut from the Legends
That's the one I know. Mega
Battle
Man X.
Network's Mega Man.
I know that Mega Man also.
And the Alien Star Force
I've
Mega
seen
Man.
that one, but I'm not
He's
familiar.
Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Yeah, this is gonna be nuts.
In the year 20XX, the brilliant Dr. Light would change history forever, developing machines with AI so advanced.
You know what I do from time to time by accident? I always confuse Dr. Light and Dr. Wily. Like, I'll call Dr. Light Dr. Wily sometimes, but
I want all you
it's just
to remember
it's
that,
honest mistake. I be
right
just
off the
mixing
bat,
them up
Light's
sometimes,
partner,
and that's my
Dr.
fault.
Wily
There you go.
reprogrammed the bots and tried to take over the world. Just the first in a lifetime of dick moves.
To combat this threat, Light upgraded one of his prototypes, Rock, into the original, the classic, Mega Man.
I know that
Classic,
Mega Man too. I know
What's
3
next?
out of
Giant
the
Mega
what?
Man?
How many Mega
Cherry
Mans?
Vanilla Mega Man? Mega Man Zero?
So one of those, technically yes, but that's much later. Mega Man is armored with ultra-strong Ceratanium, and comes equipped with the Mega Buster, a literal hand cannon for each arm.
While its normal lemon energy bloops aren't too deadly, he can charge them up to
In these
tear
fictional
through Robot
worlds,
Master
anything,
ass
any like
nothing.
metal that ends in anium or antium is supposed to be like dumb strong.
Meant to do that. There was a fly, and I got him.
Mega Man's most notable tool is his variable weapon system, which allows him to copy the data of fallen enemies to gain their weapons as his own.
So now he can cut you down with the metal blade, light you up with the napalm bomb, and burn you alive with atomic fire, which is twice as hot as the surface of the sun.
Damn.
He's basically got a tool for every occasion.
Sure, he can shield himself with the Skull Barrier, reflect projectiles with the Mirror Buster, bypass armor with the Centaur Flash, stop time with the Time Stopper, and create localized singularities with the Black Hole Bomb.
In case this little blue buddy needs a boost, he can activate his double gear system, which is basically Roboroids. They jack up his power, his speed, or both at the same time.
And with his robotic canine companion Rush, Mega Man can access his Super Adapter form, which grants him flight, a boost in power, and rocket-propelled punches.
Mega Man is strong enough to lift a 60,000-ton tower. He's tough enough to survive the gravity of Jupiter, the heat of the sun, and absolute zero. Plus, he's fast
So he
enough
can
to
survive
keep
the
up with
heat of the
Quickman,
sun
who
and
can
has an
dodge
ability to
lightning
shoot
and can get
fire
close to the speed
twice
of light.
as hot as the
Mega
sun.
Man has battled over 100 Robot Masters and other robotic foes, including Sunstar, who was
I used to
powerful enough
watch
to
the TV
self-destruct
show.
and
I used to
destroy
watch
the
the
Wily
animated
Star,
show, too.
basically a small Death Star. With its size in mind, this would need energy equivalent to over 7 trillion megatons of TNT.
Too bad all that power runs on limited ammo, though.
Mega Man would carry the banner of peace across the world, fighting Wily's tyranny and spreading Dr. Light's dream of human-robot coexistence. And everyone lived happily ever after. Until they didn't.
He's the greatest creation of my career, and I will call him Mega Man.
Mega Man. I like it.
And that's the Mega Man we get in a lot of these
Flash
games in the
forward
last few years
100
where he's like
when
mad
the archaeologist
fat.
Dr.
Like, got
Kane happened upon a
the
sleeping blue
Thor body
android
where he's
hidden
mad
deep
fat.
within a ruined laboratory. Unlike the previous model, this android
'Cause
possessed
wasn't he
free
in,
will
like,
indistinguishable
Street Fighter
from a
Cross
human.
Tekken? I think
This
he was in
wasn't
another
Mega Man. This
fighting game, too.
was Mega Man X.
That's
This
the
guy
Mega
was
Man I
built by
know.
the late Dr. Light to be better than the original Mega Man model in every way.
Aware of the danger that such a powerful android could be, Light locked him away in a capsule that ran tests on his morality for 30 years.
Damn.
And what better way to match decades of good boy training than waking up to worldwide war?
Dr. Kane began mass replication of X, but his process was imperfect. Many of these Reploid robots went maverick and embroiled the world in centuries-long warfare.
Despite being a pacifist, X felt obliged to step in and help. His go-to is his X-Buster, which can fire off single shots of condensed solar energy, or charge up several times over for even more power.
He also carries his partner Zero's Z-Saber, a beam sword that can reflect projectiles and cut through nearly everything.
But he wouldn't be a true Mega Man without the ability to scan and copy other robots' weaponry.
He has copied countless elemental weapons that control fire, lightning, wind, water, and ice, as well as bombs,
Heart.
missiles, mines,
So you can
drones,
call
lasers,
Captain
and
Planet.
force fields.
He can shoot out black holes, turn invincible for a short time, and create a clone of himself, which I really
Yeah, I
wish
used to play
could
that
do.
Mega Man a
He can
lot.
stop time and even resist similar effects when other robots try their own time stoppers.
But when he gets serious, he breaks out his ultimate armor. It doubles his durability, gives him unlimited ammo, allows him to fly
Yeah,
and
I used to
attack
play
with
that
the
for the
Nova
Super
Strike
Nintendo
move,
a lot,
and
bro.
teaches him some super-powered moves like the Hadouken and Shoryuken.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
turns
Yeah.
out Dr.
Damn.
Light was a fan of
I
Street
remember
Fighter.
But
that
possibly
shit.
his greatest ability
Maybe
is
I
what
wasn't
the
that good
X
at the
in his
game,
name
then.
refers to. The X factor that is his limitless evolutionary potential.
Which is your typical anime bullshit. Powered by love or friendship or puppies or whatever,
Yeah,
X has completely regenerated from near death and even reformed his whole body in only a few seconds from just his metal core.
With
Damn.
all his immense power, X has defeated dozens of Mavericks, including the General. The General once tanked a planet-destroying laser, the energy of which would require 57 quadrillion megatons of TNT. He can move fast enough to dodge Optic Sunflower's light-speed lasers and survive channeling enough energy through his body to annihilate all of Japan.
After years of fighting, he managed to destroy his arch-enemy, the Sigma virus, with his most powerful weapon yet, the Mother Elf, aka the latest thing to join our Hall of Fame of terrible, terrible names for awesome stuff.
The Mother Elf is like a living antivirus software that can heal X's wounds, increase his power, and completely rewrite a Reploid's code, giving him complete control over cybernetic beings. That's how he defeated the Sigma virus, by erasing it from every Reploid in the world all at once.
And the day was finally saved. Well, until the Mother Elf was corrupted and the biggest war ever broke out all over again.
She got
but
corrupted,
For the ultimate
Jesus.
peacekeeper, X sure spent a lot of time kicking ass.
As long as there's hope, we can change the future.
All right, Trunks.
Thousands of years later, the world was consumed by a great flood. Humanity was all but extinct.
The world got so shitty, the man in the sky himself had to step in and flush that thing.
All that remained on the planet was a race of artificial life forms known as carbons. But some of humanity survived in the orbital space station, the Elysium. This station housed the Master System, a computer program designed to control the carbons population on Earth.
I
But
don't
over
remember
time,
this Mega
all
Man
the
game.
humans
For
on
some
board
reason, I feel I've
died.
seen somebody play
Except
it,
for
but
one,
I don't remember.
the
it.
Master and his assistant, a carbon known as Mega Man Trigger.
Since the Carbons were basically the only humanoid life forms left in this super sad world, this last human figured they deserved free reign of the planet. So he told Trigger to destroy the Master System. Though I'm pretty sure Nintendo already did that.
Yeah,
Despite being a purifier unit designed to protect the Master System, Trigger obeyed.
But thanks to this chick Sarah, he got his robo-butt whooped hard, lost all his memories, and got turned into a baby.
Sealed
Damn.
away for years, he was eventually discovered by carbon diggers who named him Volnut. And thus began his journey to stop the Master System, battle pirates, and trigger his lost memories. See what I did there?
Wiz, gotta talk about something you said there. Why did they name him Volnut? What a dumb name! The only thing dumber than that name was
It is
that
a random ass
stupid
name.
pun that you made. Well, to save the day, Volnut has, surprise, surprise, the Mega Buster, and he can switch out his right arm for a bunch of special weapons like a machine gun, a spread gun, homing missiles, grenades, mines, a sword,
game looks
a
sick,
reflector
though. I ain't
shield,
gonna lie.
and his most powerful
It's old
weapon
as hell,
of all,
but it
the
looks like something I would
shining
definitely,
laser. It's
definitely
a
play
laser
right now.
that shines like a lot. It's good.
He wears armor which lets him hover for extra speed, and also shields that can make him briefly invulnerable and invincible.
That's it? No stopping time or farting black holes out of his butt? I guess it's not that bad.
Well, most of these weapons pull from the same energy source rather than separate pools, and they each need to be swapped out manually.
Yep, starting to think we found Diet Mega Man.
Diet beer.
Don't underestimate him. Volnut is a charming hero with a lot of power. He can lift 9.5-ton stone blocks, move fast enough to evade meteors, which re-enter Earth's atmosphere at Mach 33, and even tank them head-on. That's a kinetic energy equivalent to 38 tons of TNT. He's defeated scores of giant mechs and even Sarah in a rematch for the ages.
So far,
All
each
in
one
a
of these
day's
Mega
work
Man
for Mega Man
can
Volnut.
take crazy damage.
Don't worry, Yuna.
Why?
I know Ro. She'll come looking for us, no matter what happens.
Whoa. Don't try and pull that happily ever after crap. Humanity went extinct, the planet is flooded, and the last Mega Man is stuck in space forever because Legends 3 is never gonna happen. That peaceful future Dr. Light fought so hard for turned out to be total bullshit, and if you think about it, it's all his fault. Love and peace are lies, God is dead, and we're all totally
Jesus.
Maybe in this timeline, but luckily, there is another. Let's go all the way back to the year 20XX. Imagine, instead of revolutionizing science with robotics, Thomas Light
I remember
focused on
playing
computer
Battle
science
Network when
and
it
created a
first
world
released
dominated by the
in the
internet
US.
and digital AI. Oh, and his name was also Tadashi Hikaru.
Oh, great. The AI Overlord timeline. Hey, Siri, please don't kill everyone and take over the world.
I didn't catch that boomstick.
Oh, God, it's already happening.
The internet infrastructure
Skynet.
Hikaru worked on was so complex, it became its own separate universe known as the cyber world. This unpredictable digital universe was managed by sentient computer programs called NetNavies.
Reminds me of those digital Pokemon. What are those called again?
Hikari had a grandson named
Digimon.
Lan. Yes, that's really his name. And Lan had one of the best NetNavies
Digital
around,
monsters.
Megaman.exe. Together, they became the most successful virus-busting duo in both the real and cyber worlds, and saved both countless times.
EXE can shoot foes down with his regular or charge shots with his, yes, you guessed it, Mega Buster. He can fly with his Mega Booster
Mega
and cook
Booster.
the shit out of a Thanksgiving Day turkey with his Mega Baster. Okay, maybe he doesn't have that last one.
His true strength, however, lies in Lan's enormous collection of battle chips, which contain a variety of different weapons and tools for EXE to use. He has over 1,500 of these.
You know the drill by now. He's got cannons, shotguns, spread guns, mini bombs, big bombs, time bombs, shockwaves, earthquakes, meteor swords, kunai boomerangs, and an incredibly deadly yo-yo.
That doesn't even scratch the surface. He can create black holes,
course
move
he can.
objects with telekinesis, turn intangible and invisible, dispel force fields, resist having his data assimilated, uninstall customized programs and weapons data in enemies, and use Gigafreeze to put programs and even the whole internet in stasis.
That why my internet went down last night? I might have to break out boomstick.exe and kick his ass. How do I Alt F4 this little bastard?
Good luck getting past EXE's defenses. His dark aura is a barrier so tough, it could survive the end of the entire cyber world. And since EXE is a digital program, not an organic being, he survived being impaled, losing limbs, and even being blown to bits before pulling himself back together.
Wait a minute, if he's just a program like you said, can he even fight in the real world like other super fighting robots?
He's done so before. He can enter the real world through special dimensional areas, or through sheer power output alone. He can even merge body and mind with Lan using full synchronization, a technique only possible if both beings have a strong mental bond.
Fusion ha!
manga, the
Well,
dual
turns out
confusion, perfect
EXE and Lan
symbol.
are super close because, plot twist, EXE is Lan's
I be forgetting a lot of
stillborn
these
dead
characters
baby brother
have
turned
like
into a
comic
computer
books or
program.
manga,
Wow.
you know, dedicated to
well,
them.
when they bond perfectly, they enter hub form, a state powerful enough to defeat Nebula Gray and the Dark Galaxy universe with just a wave of his hand.
EXE is tough enough to survive a planet-sized Psybeast exploding. That's a blast worth over 14 septillion megatons of TNT.
He's quick enough to search practically the entire cyberworld in less than a minute, and powerful enough to absorb and recreate the same cyberworld in a single move. And after all of that, Lan retired from virus busting to become a scientist whose research would play a part in the next generation of Mega Man.
Pretty impressive for a guy who spends all his time jacking off.
Sir.
I'm sorry, Wiz. We had to
Sir.
work that in.
I understand.
Sir.
200 years later, the world had yet again progressed, this time with the advent and proliferation of electromagnetic, or EM, wave technology, which is a fancy way of saying they switched their main resource from internet cyberspace to basic radio waves.
Well, at least radio waves will never try to take over the world and commit genocide.
Oh, you say that now.
No.
This is Geo Stellar, the son of astronaut Kelvin Stellar. Okay, first Lan, now Kelvin. These names are killing me. But anyway, Kelvin got lost in space after being attacked and captured by a race of aliens made of electromagnetic waves known as FMians. Like FM radio aliens. FMians.
Luckily for Kelvin, he made friends with an EM alien kitty thing named Omega Zis, who tried to help him escape by zapping him into radio waves. It wasn't the best idea ever, but eventually Omega and Geo met up and merged together to become Star Force Mega Man.
And with this transformation, Geo acquired and amplified all of Omega's EM powers. Namely, as a being composed of EM waves, he's effectively invisible and intangible.
We passed right through!
We're EM waves, remember?
Though the latter usually requires conscious thought to activate. He can also fly, teleport, survive in space, turn living beings into EM waves, and manipulate data itself to control other machines
This is
from
gonna
the
be a
inside
crazy battle
out.
royal.
Remember when Mega Man used to just be a cute little robot? Now he's a radio alien cat fusion thing. Well, at least he still has the Mega Buster, which does exactly what it did the last 4 times. Moving on.
Actually, this Mega Buster is a bit different. Not only does it charge automatically when not in use, it can be modified with different wizard equips, no relation, to change its power, speed, and status effects.
It would have been a lot better if it had boomstick equips.
Well, I'm sure there's something boomstick related in Geo's nearly 600 battle cards,
Dang.
which provides Star Force Mega Man with numerous special weapons.
He's got guns, swords, hammers,
It's still
axes,
crazy, the
scythes,
last one.
bombs, missiles, lasers,
1500
meteors,
plus.
shockwaves, a crap ton of elemental attacks, and when all else fails, he can just use his bare hands.
He can paralyze foes, drain their health, summon black holes, turn invincible, heal wounds, create force fields, summon other EM beings for special attacks, and control noise.
Control noise? So like, when my neighbor plays music really loud, he could just turn it off with his mind?
No, but I thought you lived in a trailer in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, man. Animals are getting smarter.
Right. Noise
man's
is
eating a
excess
squirrel.
energy created by
Squirrel
EM
burger.
beings, kind of like static. When utilized properly, it can cause machinery malfunction similar to an EMP, drive EM beings insane, and, if he absorbs enough of it, allow Geo and Omega to change into even more powerful forms.
His greatest form is Red Joker, which can fire the Red Gaia Erasure, a huge laser that'll reduce your body to EM particles and shoot them across the atmosphere.
While you're still conscious.
Talk about one hell of a way to go.
With all these powers and more, Geo and Omega have the resume to match. They've defeated dozens of enemies, including Sirius,
Ha! We got her!
who was powerful enough to move a black hole hundreds of millions of miles in a single day. The black hole in question was Sagittarius A, which has a mass 4 million times greater than the Sun. Factoring in its mass and the speed it traveled, we can get a kinetic energy of 4.6 decillion megatons of TNT. Enough to obliterate a solar system.
Damn.
Then Star Force survived inside of that black hole like it was nothing. And since he's made of radio waves, he's as fast as light.
Though some other EM beings were able to fly from the center of the Milky Way galaxy to Earth in only 3 days. That's over 3 million times the speed of light.
Star Force even fought EXE once. He technically lost, but he was just holding back to make sure he didn't Marty McFly the future away.
But of all his accomplishments, his greatest feat was one
Also,
that
both
no
of
other Mega
those
Man up
Mega
until
Men
that point
are
had
in
achieved.
the same universe.
This world and this timeline actually turned out pretty great. All thanks to Star
I was
Force
trying to understand that
Megaman.
part, but okay.
All right, the combatants are set, and
we
we've
go.
run the data through all possibilities.
We got 5 Megamans.
First, I need a mega meal from Blue Apron.
By now, you've probably heard of Blue Apron,
There we
the
go.
leading meal kit.
Let's get to the fight. I don't know who's gonna win this. I'm not even gonna lie. It's hard to choose. I think I'll go with the Mega Man I know the most of. That's Mega Man X. I'll go with Mega Man X. Ooh. Damn. Alright, that was a nice little shot. Wait, we're missing somebody. Ooh. Come on, Mega Man X. Come on, X. I knew we was missing somebody. Ooh. Come rush. We gonna get our transformations on? He's like, well, I ain't got that. Yeah, only 4 out of 5 of them have the ability to shoot black holes. Oh, I was about to say, is it gonna end this way? Oh, he made a clone. Come on. It's Mega Man X, boy! He is gone. Shit. It's strong enough. Is that EXE? Damn! Mega Man EXE won, I
I
think.
was sure X or Star Force had this one in the bag.
Surprisingly, this battle's victor was fairly clear-cut. While the original 3 Mega Men had many impressive feats, they were all outclassed by EXE and Star Force's cosmic-level feats.
And poor Walnut couldn't keep up with any of them. Even Classic had a leg up with his huge variety of weapons, but his limited ammunition meant he would never last too long. Plus, X was designed to surpass him in every way.
X's Mother Elf may have rewritten the code of the Reploids in his time, but both EXE and Star Force were much more powerful data beings who have resisted similar rewriting before. In particular, Star Force's
forgot about
noise
that.
manipulation gave him a huge advantage over the Mother Elf, which we know to be fairly vulnerable to corruption.
But I know what you're thinking. Star Force is 200 years ahead of EXE. Shouldn't his tech be way better? He even held back in their cannon fight. That's, to clarify, a cannon and story, not they were both using their cannons.
True, but so did EXE. Neither were fighting at their full potential, as made evident by their other feats. At best, Star Force may move 3 million times the speed of light, but EXE was fast enough to search the whole cyberworld universe in a brief period of time, and powerful enough to later destroy it in its entirety.
And the cyber world isn't just a hard drive with some gigabytes. It's a universe with stars and galaxies and the whole shebang.
To clock EXE's speed, we first need to find the volume of EXE's field of view compared to the volume of the observable universe.
Okay.
With that, we can determine the number of passes EXE made across its diameter in order to search everywhere. While the manga doesn't give an exact time frame, the situation EXE is in is dire. His ally, Base.exe, is on death's door. So Mega Man's solution is to zoom around the universe as fast as possible until he happens upon some tool or weapon that can help.
That doesn't sound like it should work. But it does, and he couldn't have been gone for more than a minute or Base would have been done for.
So with that in mind, EXE must have been traveling over 3 novemdecillion times the speed of light. That's 60 zeros
Niggas just
long.
be making no words.
I'm pretty sure we just set a new record for highest number ever on
How many
this
zeros
show.
that got?
No, I think
56?
so. And it also goes
All right.
without saying that while Star Force's solar system level
Loquasia
black hole feat was
decillion.
impressive, EXE destroying an entire
That's what we gonna
universe
call
is
it.
far superior. About 200 quintillion times more, if you're curious.
Don't forget that EXE's arsenal of battle chips is much larger than Geo's collection of battle cards.
That's what I was
also,
saying.
EXE could have just used chips like uninstall, interrupt, and cancel to disable all the other Mega Man's weapons and programs whenever he wanted.
Well, except for Volnut, ironically, because his weapons were manual rather than programmed.
You got one, buddy.
I just went
All
with
the
one of
Mega
the
Men are
OGs.
good at what they
The
do,
OG
but at the end of the
Mega
day,
Man that I know.
EXE had the speed, power, and the tools needed to be the best super fighting robot.
Or that I
This
played a
battle
lot
totally
as.
rocked. Man,
The winner is Megaman.exe.
Damn.
Hey, thanks for watching this episode. If you want
what
the
was-
battle
what was the
music
fight
for
that came
yourself,
after
you can get it by
this?
clicking the link below.
Or you can check out exclusive commentary on this episode or another video by clicking right over there.
Black Widow versus Widowmaker. Don't worry, over time I'm gonna be doing a lot of these death battles. You're gonna see we gonna check them out. That was all right. That was a nice fight. Like I said, I still went with Mega Man X, even though he was part of the losing side. I still had faith in him. You know what I mean? Didn't turn out too good though. Outside of that, I mean, hopefully you guys enjoyed the reaction. Hopefully you enjoyed the entire video. Let me know by hitting that thumbs up. I appreciate you all. I love you all, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.